I'll start today with a recap for those that didn't see the last short video. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the big hole. Before I tackle that, I want to get all of these components off. So the fuse box, the relay, the coil. Once I've done that, I'm going to repair this hole with a patch that goes straight across there. So that's the huge hole dealt with. Might need to do a bit of fettling around here. And then there is a structure that looks a bit like the trumpet horn. Goes on there like this. I can make this all in one piece. But before I do any of that, what I've got to do is remove as much of the rust and the old underseal as I can. So I'm going to get on with that right now. Correction to my last, I'm going to remove these components, get the wires out of the way first. Then I'll tackle the rust and the underseal. Okay, coil coming out. Now this one, okay, I think I'm going to need to clean the bolts. The bolt heads up from behind, they're covered in rust and underseal. Leave that one for now, see if there's another one that I can get out. Yep, so this one the thread is stripped, so just going to push it from behind as I drill it. Use a thinner blade. I'm going to keep all the screws in situ, just going to tape them in place. That'll make them easier to find when I put it all back together again. That's quite hard work. It's cleaned up these bolts nicely though, and revealed how much of each bolt is damaged. Also, it's worn the wire brush down quite a bit, so I've got a feeling we're going to go through quite a few of these. Better get some on order. Let's have a look at some of the bolts I've just cleaned up. So just tackling this one now, which holds the wires against the inner wing. Okay, this is a good tool, and it comes with various heads to fit whichever screw that you're trying to dislodge. Basically, As you hit this, it twists the end and you can change the direction. So just make sure it's going in the right direction first. Yep, okay. Find it quite difficult to grip it because there's so many other things in the way, like brake pipes. So using the other tool, stripped the head of the screw, so now I've cut a little slit in it with a cutting disc, and now I'm going to use a flat bladed screwdriver to try and get it out. Okay, these screwdrivers are really handy because I can put a spanner on the end. So I'll put all my weight on it and then turn it with the spanner. Okay, that worked a treat then. So I cut a little slot in it so I could use the flat bladed screwdriver. Here we go. There's the little so-and-so. There's all the wires removed from the bulkhead. And I've tied them back out of the way. And what I'm going to do is cover them with a fireproof blanket. I'm only going to be cutting around here. So I've got all the wires out of the way, protected them with a fireproof blanket. So the next step will be to remove this completely, find a clean line to cut down here, cut this piece out completely, and then plate that. Righto, that's the end of this part of the video, and join me again for the next bit, which is going to be putting the plate on there.